Friday Night Baseball from the Twin Cities. Target Field in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. It's Twins baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jose Barrios is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, thanks. Coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Hard on the ground towards short, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Striding into the box, Stephen Piscotty, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Piscotty, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
So stepping in, Matt Chapman. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Ripped down the line. And a diving try at third, but it's past him. A fair ball. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Fouled off. Chapman is off at first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Chapman fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. A chance now from target field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one guy that's been struggling a bit lately is Miguel Sano. He's really struggled in the power category the last 10 games. How about 0 home runs? You wouldn't expect that from a guy with the kind of power that he displays. Hopefully, this is the game he turns it around.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is...
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. Twins are down on 4 pitches. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Hit hard to short. And quickly, there are 2 away. And that brings up Chad Pinder. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rosario is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in, Eric Thames. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Thames behind 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid-type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the pole.
And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Line drive to left. but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now in the box, Miguel Sano, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit to first. Olsen loves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning.
Leading off with the Athletic.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. Now to the plate, Andrew Benintendi reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Popped him up. Polanco is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. This pitch is popped up. Wilson is under it. And that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, but they lead it 1-0. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowds hit pretty well out toward right center field. Piscotty going back on it, still ranging back, and it's gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
And that one got a piece of him. At the plate, Bobby Wilson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Jorge Polanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Here's Jed Lowry now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Popped him up. Wilson shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, 2 down now. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Scorched to third. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, nice effort by the third baseman right there to slide and try and knock that down. That ball was hit too good in the perfect spot.
Digging in now, Chris Davis. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Brian Dozier now.
Leading off
Here comes the first pitch.
Second baseman.
Missed with a slider.
Brian Dozier.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the play, 1 away.
First baseman, number 7.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Right fielder number 20.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Full count now. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So some success with 2 out keeps the inning alive for Miguel Sano.
Now batting.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't you?
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Digging in to try it again, Jesse Winker. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Jesse Winker.
And there's ball 1. Towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
The catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher, Nick Hundley. First offering on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Halfway home, all even at 1
Leading off for the
apiece.
Twins. Left
He's
fielder.
ready. Here's the first offering.
Kepler.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Benintendi in pursuit, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. High pop up. Chapman waits on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
The next twin up, Bobby Wilson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Kepler rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Behind 0-2 now. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
He throws him on the fastball there. Cesar Hernandez becomes the second out in the bottom of the fifth. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On the year, Polanco is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Ready with the 1-2. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-3.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Kepler's on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Jed Lowry comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-1 pitch. Bounce to first. He's got it to second for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Ready once again, Matt Chapman. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Rosario is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Just a tick behind for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now a Swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Breaking ball and a good one on the corner to make it 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And that's a home run into the top tank.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Max Kepler will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Leading off the inning, Matt Olson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kepler's there for it. 1 down. Here's Chris Davis now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2-0 the count to the A's left fielder. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Rosario to the track, to the wall. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 41st home run of the year for him. And the A's have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound.
Pitching for the Twins, number 55, Taylor Rogers.
In now, Jesse Winker. as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. No hits to this point. Ball two.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder. He was a ground out victim last time up. First offering on its way. To short. Polanco is up with it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colby Rasmus. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Colby Rasmus is sent packing to begin the bottom of the seventh. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
Hit down the line at first. Olsen comes up with it, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Up next for Minnesota.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. A high fastball is in there. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 1-1. Misses for the second ball. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Grounder down the line at third. And there's his first base hit in this one. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping into the box, Jorge Polanco. Runner in scoring position with Sugan.
That's his 4th triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for 3. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Fernando Rodney has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56.
Digging in, Nick Hundley. His past history with Fernando Rodney. He's 1 for 4.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Rosario is there. 1 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kepler's there for it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Stephen Piscotty. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. Kepler is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Here's Brian Dozier now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight. Ryan Presley is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Missed with a breaking ball. Hit hard up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started. Stepping in, Eric Thames. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3.
Now pitching for Oakland.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. 0-1 the count. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Dozier aboard here at first with nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So coming to the plate, Eddie Rosario. He went down on strikes last time up. He's set. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Segrist is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Max Kepler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Trying to keep the score where it is, and the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. On to first, and the Twins are turned away here as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. It's the Twins 3. A shot there at St. Paul, Minnesota, just down I-94 from where we are as we're set for the 9th inning in this one. Addison Reed comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Set and the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
One there.
Now batting.
Ready now, Matt Olson. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First delivery to him on the way. It's a swing and a high pop-up. Polanco is there for it. 2 down. Here's Chris Davis now.
Number 2.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Oakland. And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Twins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jose Barrios earns win number 7 on the season. Daniel Gossett takes the loss despite